Welcome to A Comic Book Look, your weekly comic book show. We talk about everything in the industry. You want it, you got it. My name's John. I got Tom over here and Skyler. You're rocking with the best, a.k.a. the Matrix Trilogy, a.k.a. we dodge bullets at a 45 degree with shades on.
Damn! Oh man, that has got to be the best opening you've ever given us, John. Oh, I wasn't even expecting that. I'm blown away.
And we only get the best. We're giving you the best. This is our first episode live on the web community, InveteratMediaJunkies.com, part of the Mean Team Supreme, bringing it hard from the Midwest. And it's just cool. It's a
hell yeah, man! It is.
I'm beyond excited, and hopefully we'll measure up to the pressure. You know,
oh,
working with some great contributors, though. You know, working alongside some great people. So
exactly. No, I'm excited as well. Yeah. I mean, I'm on Inveterate Media Junkies all the time. I'm glad that we are, showing here first, and that we hope you guys will like it and comment and love our new show. It's nothing new about it. I'm sure a lot of you have been watching it for a while. This is issue number 29?
29 or is it the big 3-0?
Is this the 3-0? Oh, man.
Skyler just redeemed himself for the past 5
finally. At least he knows that. Thank God, Skyler. For everything he doesn't know, at least he had that written down on his hand. As I told him to write it on his hand. That's why he knew that. Thank you, Skyler. Issue 30, A Comic Book Look. We're excited. We've had a good run at it already, and we're excited to be on Inveterate Media Junkies. Let's jump right into our show.
Meat and potatoes.
We're gonna first. We've had some emails and discussion before about people questioning variant covers. It's a big part of the industry. You see them all the time at your comic shop. Sometimes priced higher, sometimes side by side. You know how they go.
Yeah.
Sometimes priced a lot higher. Sometimes they're kind of crazy. And, there's a huge market for them, and it's a big part of the industry. And so we're just going to kind of give you our take on variants. Then we'll run through some book reviews, and we'll be talking about mostly about The Thief of Thieves, the new book by Robert Kirkman and Nick Spencer, and drawn by, I should give it a shout out as well to Martin Burrow and Serrano. So that's going to be our awesome show today. And first, let's talk about variants. John, what is a variant, to tell the people the definition? I mean,
get familiar. That's right.
Exactly.
Variant cover is basically you're going to get, Alpha Flight 1 comes out, magical day in the universe, right? And so, what is it, like a couple weeks later, they're like, oh, not everyone picked up a copy, so we need to re-release it with a second. And in high-demand books, it's a great thing. Like, that's how I got started with Dark Reign, and some of my Dark Avengers books aren't the originals, they're reprints on there. But variant covers, basically, it's the same issue inside of it, it's just the cover is different. Sometimes by a different artist?
Yeah, a lot of times by a different artist. I mean, that's exactly
a different take on
the same exact comic book with a variant cover. Yeah. Sometimes it's released a couple weeks later as a reprint, and you get the variant, or sometimes it's released on the same day, and they have the extra variant.
Box.
There's totally tons of different ways, but they're all just trying to get you to buy another issue of an issue that you already have.
If you're a big collector.
If you're a huge collector or fan.
Right. I mean, this one guy was buying the variants along with the normals of Alpha Flight.
Exactly, because that guy
comic book shop
reads he reads the regular one, and then he protects the variant.
I haven't even touched the variants at all, dude.
Yeah,
but the artwork's sick.
Did you do that?
Yeah. You
totally bought 2 of each time you got a variant?
Yeah, except they stopped at number 4. I can't imagine why. They just weren't ordering enough. I don't care.
Okay. So,
but
you buy variants sometimes. Alpha Flight.
Only for Alpha Flight though. But I'm just saying,
would you buy Thunderbolts variant? Not recently, because you've been hating on it like a chump.
Yeah, but I only have one of each. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the amount of variants covers I own is, it's really hard. 0. I don't own one variant.
Really?
Maybe one that I've gotten in a stack that I don't know about. I'm sure.
But you've never missed a book and gotten a reprint?
If I get, maybe a second printing, but usually it'll be I try to get the one with the same cover.
Okay.
And I don't really care about variant covers, them being worth more in collectors and collecting and thinking, oh, if I get this variant by this creator, then it's going to be so rare that I'm going to sell it for so much more. I'm going to make so much money. I'm not a comic creator or a comic book lover and fan to try to get my collection sold for a bunch later. And so I think variants are just stupid. Is it cool that, maybe another artist does that, a cover? Well, that's cool, but like when Mignola does a cover, which I love, and it's a variant, then I don't get to have that. Just like make that the regular cover. You know it's better. Yeah. Just do that. And so that's stupid. That's why I think... So
there's never been a case where the variant is better and you had a choice between the two and you bought the original.
Well, maybe if it is like a variant where it's like cover A and cover B, how
right.
Marvel will do that, then I'll maybe buy cover B because I like that one better. But that's just when they're the same price. I would never pay extra for a variant. I would never, like... They have covers that are variants that are just white, nothing. Yeah. So you bring it into a con, and then you have the creator make the cover for you there. And, like, a blank one, will sell for more money. It's like, that is just so unbelievable to me. But, I get why people do it. It's a great marketing scheme. Yeah. But that's exactly what I think variant covers are, as a marketing scheme. So, as in, some people were talking about, what's your favorite variant you got? What's your... it's like, well, for me, there's none, because I'm not into it.
I don't know, like, when I saw that question, too. And
sorry to be Debbie Downer to you,
your
parent and loving.
But, when I saw that question, that's how I was kind of taking it, too, is either, like, maybe they go out and buy every single one. I don't know, like, everyone has different, and if you're only reading, like, 1 or 2 lines a month, and you're really into it, okay, that's a different story, but for us... My wallet only goes so far. Yeah, totally. I don't know about you, but
totally.
Yeah, so I couldn't afford it, to be honest. The only variant I bought was actually when I got Dark Avengers #1. It was the black and white, and then I saw the #1 in color at a shop out in Illinois, so I bought that, and that's the original.
Nice.
But it's sweet, and it's worth like $9. The original.
There you go, man.
Early retirement.
You're making money, jeez.
Early
man.
Retirement.
That's $6.
Fancy Norman Osborn putting money back in my wallet. How about them apples?
You're never gonna sell that for $9. You're gonna lose it.
$900. Skyler's agreeing with me.
See, John is thinking that he's going to make money off his collection. Well,
no, I'm not. I would have sold it already.
Some people do. I'm not saying they don't.
Yeah.
There was like recently some bus driver that lived his whole life in collecting comics and like a very meager life. His comic book collection sold for millions of dollars. So it happens.
Yeah.
Us workers who get to the shop every single Wednesday and buy those comics as they come out.
Buy the tiger.
Like today, I made it to the shop. It's Wednesday. Did you make it to the shop today?
Yeah.
Of course. We're going to talk about the books later, yo. So anyway, what is your favorite variant that you have then?
Dark Avengers #1.
The black and white?
Yeah. I just no, and I love that picture. Yeah. We were going to film, at my place tonight, but that changed, which is fine. We'll do it sometime, but you'll see how much I love that Dark Avengers pose, because I have it custom frame hanging on my wall, poster size. It cost me $400.
And I almost just want to just throw up.
No, but it looks really sharp.
I just threw up a little bit, though.
Oh.
Who would ever put that much into fucking Dark Avengers?
Okay, so check this out. Guess what else I have hanging up?
Just one of the worst books ever.
Okay.
Your favorite. I understand. I'm sorry for... What are you thinking? It's okay.
But it's amazing.
One more of those occasions where I am not going to like a book full
That's
of
why we're not filming at my place tonight. Tom hates my decor.
That is not the reason. But yes, we were supposed to film at John's house, but this is the normal spot.
This is it.
And
the set.
And, some snags in the giddy-up came through, and we're taping here. So, yeah, what are you going to do?
That's a good word.
But yeah, variant covers, they come out. What I feel is, they are a money-making scheme. They want you to buy as many as you can. Avatar books, they put out a lot of books by like Warren Ellis and, all these other creators. They did, I don't know. They're always promoting them on Bleeding Cool, and those books have like tons of covers, just absolutely tons of covers, every single one of them, because I think there's just like true fans of those kind of books, and they buy all those covers, and in turn they can sell a few more issues and get some more money. And so if that's going to happen, and there's fools out there who want to spend that money, then that's great, because you're just helping these books get more sales, and that's fine with me. Am I going to get suckered into that? No, because my treasure of comics is in between the cover. And I could care less what's on front. sometimes covers have been so bland recently that, you don't even look at them all the time. You don't even pay that much attention to it. And so, whatever. They're a part of the market. They're just one more thing about comic books that, can kind of drive a regular fan crazy like me. But also, they're going to stick around. They're going to be around because that's how that X-Men in the 90s cover, who had four or five covers, sold like fucking 1 million books. And so
one appeal.
Exactly. And that's why it's here.
X-Force.
Get it.
One.
Exactly. Spider-Man, all those books sold like in the millions because they had so many damn covers.
That's awesome. Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. Exactly. But it's that same mentality. It's that same mentality that you have to have them all. Have to have it. Have to have 5 of them.
Yeah. I usually stick at 2 for Alpha Flight.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't think... The only time I ever bought 2 of the same is when I forgot to get All-Star Western #2, and I went back to the store to grab All-Star Western #2. I didn't look at it, and I grabbed another copy of All-Star Western #1.
Victory.
Variant cover, or like second printing had a variant.
Wow.
And then I was like, are you kidding me? But I went back the next day, and everybody at shop school, and they let me just trade it for the second one because they are cool as hell at Rainbow Comics. And so I guess I did buy one at one time recently.
Okay. Now,
on accident.
Now we're on the same page.
Not on the same page.
For those of you that aren't used to the culture of our show, usually I'm more of the soft plush pillow that Tom likes to punch after a bad day at work. Verbally.
I don't... Oh, John.
He pops my balloon, rains on my parade.
I don't mean to be that guy.
Yes, you do. That's what makes our show so awesome.
Okay. I think we have equal... You punch on me, too. It's just that, I just don't give you as much ammo as you give me, so...
See? Case in point.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, let's go. Let's move to the next part of our show. We're gonna run through. Actually, no. First, before we talk about our stack, we're gonna talk about the new issue that came out, Thief of Thieves. Number one. It's always exciting for a number one. I mean, do you like number ones? I mean, why do you like number ones? Everybody likes number ones.
Right. It's fun to check it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good opportunity too, obviously, because it's the start of the series, and if you hate it, oh, sweet, one and done.
And, it's like the potential that it could be something really cool.
Exactly.
You don't know what it is, and, so it's always fun to pick up a number one.
I'm glad you picked, I was looking at it, but...
Yeah, and you picked up Alpha Girl last week, and I didn't pick that up, and that was number one. And did you end up reading that?
I haven't read it. I haven't had time.
I want to read that sometime, too. But anyway, Thief of Thieves, the reason I picked it up is because Robert Kirkman and Nick Spencer are writing the book together. Robert Kirkman, fame of Walking Dead and Invincible, and then Nick Spencer, fame of Morning Glories and just fucking doing shitty writing over at Marvel as well. I guess that would be part of his fame. And so hopefully he was going to come back over after all this crappy writing that he's been doing, and then he's going to do awesome writing on this. And that is my hope, because he can write awesome. He wrote Forgetless, which is just absolutely great. I even like some of the other books that he's wrote, Existence, and I still read Morning Glories. With it kind of slower coming out for a while, it kind of slowed down, but I still like that book a lot. And so I'm excited for this. And I read it, and it's a kind of a cool concept. Like, there's a lot of cool, really suave people in it, and it's about imagine that thieves and stealing like really like hard steals, so more like scams, and like they're dressing up and acting as different people to steal really obscure items. And then there's all these other players that we're starting to get in, but we don't really know anything that's going on. You just kind of get snippets of them. And it ends up being like this main guy and this woman steal this thing by tricking these people at the beginning, and it's really clever how it ends up turning about. And then, and spoiler, fuck. We are going to be spoiling. Okay, Skyler's going to put up a spoiler warning for it before. So he better, that fucking Skyler, you can never count on him. But anyway,
Poor Skyler. He's real, I promise you. He's right here. We see him.
Producer Skyler. That's what I'm going to start calling him. Fucking producer. Because everybody hates the producer. You know, that's what...
The host gets to be the good guys.
Because I hate Skyler. Anyway.
I don't hate Skyler. Oh, man. I wish we had I should get this on my camera.
Dude, I'm totally kidding. But anyway, in the... you know, he ends up going to his boss, who's like setting up with his jobs, obviously, but it's they're not explaining all this. This is, you know, they're really letting the story tell you what it is, and, you know, ends up like, we're going to make a whole bunch of money off you, and blah, 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 you're the greatest thief of all time, thank you so much, and then he's like, I quit, and that's the last page. And so, you know,
not even that serious.
And I don't think it's really that much of a spoiler, because it's just more of a setup. It's just like, it was a really big setup book, and, you know, you just would read it, enjoy it, even if you know that he quits at the end. I mean, it's very cliche. I quit, I'm done. This is like, oh, he's going to have to come back and do one last job.
And what's going
to... And then when it hits off, it's going to... The issue 50 is going to be like, oh, I got to do 14 last jobs. You know.
Just one more. I got one more in me.
And, you know, that's what I kind of see. It could probably cliche into that. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it makes a lot more spins, and it really stays to the cleverness that has gone to it. But you can really tell that Robert Kirkman is kind of giving that basic story, and then you can totally tell that Spencer is doing the dialogue. He has a very witty dialogue and very quick and smart, and he does a really good job at it. And so, was it the greatest book ever? Did it blow me out of the water? No, it didn't. But I did think it was very good, and I can't wait for the next issue. I'm going to give these creators a chance, and I always love new issues from Image, my favorite. Everybody knows it. And once again, they're going to put out hopefully a really good title, and I'm sticking with it. So I wouldn't give it, you know, the best ever, but I would probably give it 4 stars.
Oh.
So let me hear what you thought all about it, John. John also read it, you know, usually has a different opinion a little bit than me, so.
It was cool. It was fun. You meet some actually real interesting characters. I thought that when she was trying to break into his car, as it turns out, he walks up, let me show you how it's done. You know, thought it being just full of pointers, very charismatic, you know, it was fun. You know,
that part is cool. Yeah.
It was a fun book, but at the end it's like, I quit, and I'm like, no, because, well, first of all, when you get to see the cover of the next issue or whatever, you know, a picture preview in the next, it's number 1, you're not quitting, shut up.
But, I mean, it's
also... It's probably an announcement at a party full of thieves to throw everyone else off, and then he's going to dupe someone.
But it's also like, you know, there's going to be repercussions, because this head guy needs him as a thief.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a big deal that he's quitting, and it's supposed to be, you know, shocking.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I get where they're coming from.
Yeah.
But yeah, did it like hit the mark 100%? Probably not. I don't know.
I'll give it a 4 out of 5, though. I mean,
nice.
I'd be
curious. No, I mean,
I'd be curious to see, you know, where it goes as a series. And I mean, the characters are cool. You know, I'll give it, like the gal. You know, she's just.
It has good art, and I like, and it has a, you know, a good tone and stuff to it, and I do like that cover.
Yeah.
And I do like, you know, the tone of everybody kind of being cool, having, you know, cooler clothes and looking good, and, you know, there is a part where, you know, this person is this girl who's just like this good looking badass chick is, you know, trying to steal a car, and the guy rolls up he's like, well, it's actually my car, and then he just gives the lesson to stealing the car. I mean, that is a great part.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know, looking back, maybe when I was reading it, I didn't even realize how that really was a good scene and stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's really cool and interesting, and they threw it in there quick and inside the middle of everything else that's going on. And yeah, it was good. I loved it. So, and it's kind of back and forth, you know, but you can never know. You never know with the number 1 where it's going to go, what's going to happen.
Oh, I'm just laughing because they were going to pull a Captain America and never remember that? Whatever happened to that series?
Oh, we like that, yeah. Yeah, but that's when we're like, is Captain America good? We're like, yeah. You know, when you raise your voice like that, it's not like this. It's like this, I'm like, it's pretty good. And Captain America, like, yeah, it's good. It's good. You know? And yeah, well, we're going to get it. And we didn't at all, and I think it's on like issue 7. I think it just came out today, and I saw it. I was like, well, still haven't read any of the rest of those. First of all, it's like, can we get enough of Brubaker on Captain America anyway? It's like, Get Bendis off Avengers. Get Brubaker off Captain America. You need to get these guys switched into other roles, else they just it becomes not as good as they used to do.
Did you check that Winter Soldier stuff out?
No, I'm not gonna. I mean, I've had enough of it. Get Brubaker off.
All right. Well,
so I don't know. That's how I'm feeling anyway. But yeah, Thick as Thieves, or Thief of Thieves. It's, check it out and get it. I mean, number one, Image. We got to keep on supporting Image because they're so damn awesome.
They are.
And how about these ads at the end here? Let's see. I'm sure this has one right here. These ads are like these creators.
Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah, that looks good too. But I'm talking about these cool ads. The Image. It says like, there's always a better way to do things. You keep your eyes and ears open. You never assume that you know it all, and you just keep improving. And they're like, there's a bunch of these different ones that they have with all these cool creators that are at Image, and they're kind of inspiring and cool and like low key, not compared to what usually you would see for comic ads and stuff like that. And it really enhances on like creator owned, creator making, and that's what Image is all about. So it's really cool. So great book. Pick it up. Worth it. 4 out of 5. I mean, that's good. So for both of us.
Yeah, we never agree. So this is.
I always sometimes agree.
Well,
Nightcrawler is awesome. Do you agree?
Yeah, except for the Age of Apocalypse one right now. He said, no way, I'm not the Kurt you think I am. Yeah, you said that the past 5 issues. Alright? That's like you bitching about Batman. I'm Bruce Wayne, my parents were killed. What? Remember that in Justice League 5?
Dude, yeah, do I remember that?
I don't want to talk about it.
I am Bruce Wayne. My parents were killed. The worst part of a book I've ever
read. For
read.
an instant rerun, just watch last week's episode.
So bad, Justice League.
Amazing. So speaking of looking good, what do you got?
Let's go through some covers. We got I was not going to. I keep on trying to not buy it. New Mutants. I keep on trying to get off it. I mean, I'm on it because I love
Cypher's junk since
Cypher so much. I mean, he's my favorite. One of my favorite characters in the Marvel U.
More than Santana.
So then you get a. I didn't say that.
Let's not get too extreme.
And I probably like him and Ghost equally though. And you don't get to see him a lot in all of them, but he always peaks up, so I still buy it. Yeah. But then Abnett and Lanning are writing it, and the art is very good, and it's still good. And then I was gonna buy it. I quit last time, and then it was this date with Magma and Mephisto. Yeah. And so that's just a great one shot of a date with the devil, and it ended up being a kind of a fun little tale, and they're doing good things with New Mutants, with all these other X books coming out. You just never know where to go, and so it's kind of fun to just go in, concentrate on 2 characters in the universe, and have just like a kind of a one shot that you can go in. I mean, it doesn't say one shot on it, and it ties in. I mean, at the house and stuff, and they talk about things, but I mean, basically, you wouldn't need to know anything to read it, and that's why it makes it just a fun comic issue. It's something that you can only do in comics, having these short one-offs, and so I liked it. It was good. You can talk about one of yours now, or what?
Totally, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of looking good, Harley Quinn. Wow, you make me want to change my ways. Suicide Squad number 6. Harley Quinn. Silly Harley Quinn.
Oh, God, you're so funny, John.
She's so amazing, though. Like, this book is just...
So
by the way, spoiler. Joker's face getting skinned. Oh, could have fooled me, because I'm pretty sure he's getting interrogated in this issue by, the police force or whatever. Yeah, so, I mean, he's just getting the nth degree, and the gal totally schools him, like, if you stab me, I will kick your nuts up through your mouth and show you how we do it in Canarsie.
Nice.
Yeah, like, she's really badass, so he's like, lol, not gonna stab her. So, I mean, it's just, this book is just full of just bold characters, kick-assery, next issue, someone's gonna die again. It's just hilarious, and they keep bringing...
That's what they said, next issue someone dies?
Yeah.
Who already died?
Oh, I don't know.
A bunch of people?
That's
crazy.
It's completely random. Oh,
are they like a squad of working together at all?
Yeah, but it's complicated, because, like... You remember Man Shark, right? My favorite.
Yes, your favorite Man Shark. Yes, of course. Who could forget?
Yeah, dude, he's like the best because there was this team member named Yo-Yo, and he's holding up the midget, and Yo-Yo from inside Man Shark, tell him Yo-Yo's still alive from inside Man Shark.
Oh
like,
my God.
How this book is just crazy.
That
just
is ridiculous.
blows my mind. And I love this title. This is the kind of insanity that Marvel lacks. And this is it. I love this book. I never thought I would stay with it, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I haven't read it at all. I mean, it's not really my style. I always liked Harley Quinn being fully clothed. And, since Arkham Asylum, she's become this more,
robust
sexy
individual.
Feel. Yeah, and she's still skinny.
She's
with
making
big
crazy
titties
hot.
And, and that's fine, just as long as she's still cool. And I'm super glad that you like it. Probably not something out my alley that much, but I'm gonna read it because I'm reading all the DC issues. I don't know for an upcoming show. Everybody know I'm reading every single New 52, at least up to issue 5, to see where it goes from there. Get all the continuity figured out, and then we're gonna do a nice show about it. John's gonna read a bunch of them too, and we have been obviously. Next up is Batwoman. It's interesting because J.H. Williams is not doing art this time. He is I would say prolific artist that has been on Batwoman, and it's just he takes so long to write that or draw that he can't. It's a fill-in already, and I've been anticipating what Amy Reeder looks like because I think she'll handle an arc from here on out, and she did a great job. And it wasn't too off-putting. I didn't really think the story was absolutely amazing. But it's still going to where it needs to go. It's still moving on. It's still progressing, and it was nice to see that the art's still going to hold up. So yeah, pick it up. It's a pickup.
Out of
for stars rating,
ratings,
ratings, just like Mates podcast, ratings. We're gonna go with I'll give it a 3.5 out of 4 this week.
Ball.
Or 3.5 out of 5.
Ball. Wolverine and the X-Men, number 5, hot off the press.
Ooh.
They're keeping it in back for me. I was like, yes.
Nice.
Kitty Pryde is expecting.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
She's not expecting at all.
What?
Her stomach's full of brood. Spoiler.
What? So she's not expecting?
No, it's full of little brood inside of her, and there's brood heading towards Earth right now.
She's just impregnated by brood somehow.
There were microscopic ones that came through, and so I felt really bad because that brood student that's super intellectual. Yeah, they were killing. Kid Gladiator shrinks down and goes inside of Kitty and starts killing the brood, and then poor Brew in the hallway's like, "Don't kill them, they're my friends," and it's really depressing. Like, I gotta find it.
Well, the brood is usually pretty much known for not being friendly.
See, but look at that.
Well, yeah, because he's a nice little guy.
Yeah.
He's a nice little guy.
Poor little brood. So they're killing the brood, whatever. I don't know. It's a random issue, but the thing about this book that captivates me is that it's fun. It kind of brings a new spin on it, because X-Men has tried so hard lately to be, we're kick-ass, and Cyclops finally grew a pair of testicles, and blah, blah, blah. No, you didn't. You're still cupcake soft, Yeah. Like, this book, it's fun. Iceman has a leadership role, and he's one of the founding members.
I don't thank God for that. I need to read that. I finally borrowed Schism from you, and I actually liked it. Yeah. And so I do want to read that. I do think Jason Aaron is amazing.
4.5 out of 5.
Nice, dude. Well, I can't really review anymore because I haven't read anymore because our stack's today, but I picked up Punisher Max, Severed, and Unwritten. 3 great titles that, our creator owned on these 2. And then Punisher Max, Jason Aaron's run coming to an end. This might be the last issue. I don't know if it is, but it's close to, if not. And so I'm excited for all of them. And, I'm excited for comic books. Yeah, that's what I do. Get excited.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
You better finish up what do you want to talk about, buddy?
No, I'm good. Got Deathstroke number 6, Dark Wolverine, Dark Wolverine number 21, Carnage USA of 3 of 5. All awesome books. It was just kind of a villainous kick-ass day today, as it should be.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, look at this badness. You have Deathstroke, Dokken, Carnage, Suicide Squad, Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yeah, it's...
I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
You know me.
Hitting down the villains, loving it. But, alright, guys.
So, yeah, I guess in closing, welcome again to all the new viewers, and if you, again, we are totally going to keep that open forum approach. You got any suggestions on what we talk about? We love your ideas. We act on them. We'll develop a show around it. Let us know. I mean, we're really open about that.
comments, concerns, questions, post them in the comment section. We want to hear everything about it. Tell us what you like, you didn't like, what you want to see, what things you want to see. You want to hit us up privately, a comicbooklook@gmail.com. We have a Facebook group. Check it all out, but make sure that you're checking out everything on Inveterate Media Junkies all the time, commenting, getting together with the community and the people. It's fun. It's fun to do. It's fun in your free time, and everybody's great guys and gals around here. So we're excited to be on board. Our first show on Inveterate Media Junkies, 30th show overall.
Mm-hmm.
It took us 30 shows to get ready because if you watch the first one, you'll probably just fall asleep within the first 3 seconds.
And it was pretty funny.
Hopefully we've gotten a little bit better. Hopefully you like us and stick with us, and we'll see you back. We'll be here every single week until we screw up. And then we'll be there the next week after that.
Exactly. And
that's usually just how it goes. A Comic Book Look is our name, and thanks for watching.
Awesome. And always keep it comics.